Well, we are working on UNLV. We put Texas A&M behind us. We did our correction yesterday, and eyes are forward to playing our best game this Saturday. So we just want to accept responsibility for what happened and create a sense of urgency to make sure it doesn't happen again. And so I think our players responded very, very well yesterday when we watched the film and met and went out and did our corrections. And I think they'll be in a good frame of mind this afternoon when we practice with them.
When you went back and watched, what was your assessment? Did you feel better, worse, the same as right after the game?
Probably about the same, which is, you never feel good after a loss, and you try to look at it objectively because that's how you can get better. There were some things that we left out there offensively, obviously, and I know Josh talked about that. We had some guys running wide open that we just didn't find, whether it was because of protection breakdowns or Josh not getting it to him or them dropping it or him not seeing it. Defensively, we played well. We made stops when we needed to make stops. We were, on third down, we were excellent, but we let 3 runs get out, which we've got to make sure that doesn't happen. Like I think I might have said after the game, we just got to eliminate the if only plays. If only that had happened. So that's what we're working hard to do. It's just a sense of focus and urgency that we're trying to develop in these young men every single day.
The offense was clicking late in the game. Was that encouraging going forward, that you can use some of that part of it?
It was very encouraging, given the circumstance, especially. Given the fact that we were down 15 points and their crowd was cranking it up, and they are a very good defense, and we were in a situation where we had to move the ball, and I mean, looking back, it's. I hate to say, well, we should have done this or could have done this, but I think we had an opportunity to win the game in regulation if we hadn't had that mishap on the snap, where Josh threw it. And I don't know if you guys know what happened, but, in our silent count, Kenny Lacy would tap Scotty Quisenberry when Josh was ready for the play, and it had worked for 88 plays up to that point or whatever. Well, the official walked up and tapped Scotty. I don't know why. And so Scotty thought, obviously, that was Kenny tapping him, and he snapped the ball, and Josh wasn't ready. It's befuddling to me that after an entire game, in the most crucial moment, the official would decide that he's going to come up now and touch our center. I'm trying to get an answer for that, and hopefully I will.
So you asked the Pac-12 what happened?
I'm in the process of asking. I don't understand those mechanics.
And you substituted on that play? Because technically, they're supposed to stand behind him.
They don't touch you.
Snapping.
They don't touch you. They do not touch you. They did not touch him one time in that entire game. So, I guess they just decided to touch him on that play, and it was, we just have to be better. So, anyway, I don't know. Weird deal.
Injury-wise, Tack, how is he looking now?
He had an MRI yesterday, and he's got some swelling. But nothing that's, terribly significant. He'll be day to day. I think that we just have to make sure we make good decisions with him going forward so that this doesn't linger all year. Getting Deion Hollins back, I believe, we hope this week, would help us, if Tack was not able to go. So that would be a good thing, but that's still to be seen, whether Deion can come back. Cam's back this week, and once again, I think we just need to move with caution with him as well, and just make sure that he feels really, really good before we put him out there in a game. But he has been cleared. But with both of those guys, I just think it's important to move with extreme caution.
You faced UNLV last year. What problems do they present?
Our focus this week is going to be on preparing for them and their schemes. They run an offensive scheme very similar to what we just saw. Defensively they're active, but our focus needs to be just on us improving, and playing to our standard and eliminating penalties and mistakes, and everyone doing their job in a consistent way. And like I said, accepting responsibility and creating urgency, and so that's what we're trying to do. So, yeah, we're playing UNLV, and we're gonna prepare for them all week. But on Saturday we need to go out and we just need to play UCLA football, what we're capable of doing.
After the game, Kenny mentioned that there was some communication issues getting some of the plays. Is that something you guys addressed yesterday?
No, I don't know that was a factor. I never saw that, and you know, I think sometimes after a game, coaches, you know, you're searching for an answer when a question's asked. When we went back and looked at it critically, we didn't have any key communication errors. He called a great game. I mean, there were some plays wide open. He did a tremendous job. I was so impressed with his demeanor on the sidelines, with his communication, with the way he handled substitutions. You know, we didn't have any substitution errors. I think what he was referring to was the huddle. You know, the 2 times I had to call timeout because we got out of the huddle late. And I think the communication he was talking about was just our players being able to hear Josh talk in the huddle because of the extreme noise.
Yeah, I think you misread. I meant Kenny Walker was saying that on the field he wasn't.
Oh, Kenny Walker?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah,
Kennedy.
my bad, right. So
Oh, yeah,
he was
I-
saying that he
I-
couldn't see some of the signals from the field and was.
I hadn't heard that.
What's Nate Stark's status for this week?
He'll practice all week, and his status will be determined at game time.
Are there any players who popped out in reviewing the film who you think might earn more playing time going forward?
No, I mean the guys that I thought would play well played well. Yeah. I guess if I was going to give you one guy that kind of caught my eye was Keyshawn Lucha South. You know, just the way he moved out there, looked fast, explosive, exciting, dynamic, and he had already earned his play time. He didn't do anything to eliminate his chances of getting on the field more. I think he increased it. So I'm excited about him. I know that. But other than that, no, pretty much what I thought.
Do you feel like Keyshawn showed that he's bulked up to the point that he needs to be at this point?
No, he needs to continue to gain weight, and he will. You know, he's young. You know, we all wanted to be Anthony Barr right now, but Anthony Barr wasn't Anthony Barr until he was really a junior or senior, and Keyshawn's a redshirt freshman. But he's working hard to, get stronger and get bigger. I think I don't know what he weighs now, but, when he leaves here, he'll be a 255-pound kid, or man. He's not that yet, but he flashes. He does some good things.
Theo didn't get any playing time. Is that a matter of going with veterans out there because you've got some older guys? Or?
It's just, you can't get everyone in.
Yeah.
So he didn't get in.
All right, thanks, guys.